Hello, AP Latin. We've got a short section today, 5.32 on Caesar. And just a reminder, we've got Cotta and Sabinus, and they have decided to leave the winter camps on the advice of Ambiorix. All right. So again, this is 532, shorter section, but it is actually all one sentence, so that's pretty awesome. All right. So aut hostes, but the enemy, and then post quam is just kind of a long way of saying after. So after. And then your verb there will be that senserunt. So after they became aware of their departure, of their setting out. Okay, the there is going to be referring to the Romans. Okay, so after they became aware of their departure from the nighttime confusion and wakefulness. Okay. Another way of saying it, you could also do lack of sleep was another translation I saw for wiggles. That's just a great word too, wiggles. Okay, so in other words, the enemy had heard the Romans as they were getting ready to leave. All right. And then you have an ablative absolute. So with an ambush having been arranged, in two parts, or in two divisions, in the forest, in a suitable and hidden place, about 2 miles away. They awaited the approach, or the advent, the coming of the Romans. Okay? And after the greater part of the marching column had descended into a large defile, or a large ravine would be another word for it. They suddenly showed themselves from each part of this valley, and began to press the rear guard, or those in the rear, and to hinder the first men, okay, or those in the front, from climbing up, or from ascending, or from an ascent, and to join battle in a place most disadvantageous to our men. Okay? And that is section 532. Just let's take a look at a couple grammar things, and then that'll be it for today. So looking at near the beginning there, line 2, we already mentioned kolokatis insidiis, nice ablative absolute. Okay. In the forest or in the woods, place where. And then advantageous and hidden place, that's also a place where. But as they tell you down below, that is the in has been kind of left out for that one. Okay. Um, and then you have that way of showing distance, that milibus passuum, literally I think it's thousands of paces or something along those lines, but we just translate it as a mile. So a mile was roughly 1,000 paces for in Roman terms. Okay, so that's where you get the about 2 miles away. And then we get the cum clause, and this would probably be a cum circumstantial. So you can say when, or you can also say after. After is particularly common when you've got like a pluperfect verb, which is what we have here. De missit. Okay, and then you've got maior, the greater part. Maior, a comparative adjective. Then you've got augmenus, a classic example of a partitive genitive, because it's a greater part of the marching column. And then into the great ravine or into the great defile. That would be a lovely accusative place to which. It's great. Great use there. And then you have, let's see here, what else do we got going on here? Novissimo, superlative, okay. So those that are in the rear. Novus, as you know, means new, okay. And then the superlative can mean like the newest or the latest, okay, which also can get transferred to the last. So it's a bit of a transfer going on, but it works. So novissimos would be those that are in the rear, and then you have some great an ablative of separation to hinder them from the ascent. Okay, and then Mr. Hans, what's his name? Yeah, Hans Friedrich Mueller. He's got a little bit of I think, an incorrect thing when he says loco. That is line 7. That I do not believe is an ablative of separation. That's a place where. So that's the to join battle in a place most disadvantageous. So I think that's probably either a misprint or he just got it wrong. We don't know. So that's what that loco would be. And then nostris, he tells you down below, dative of reference, so disadvantageous for our men. Okay, so in their interest. And then we have, let's see here, lots of complementary infinitives. So they began to premera, they began to prohibera, and they began to committera. Okay, so all those nice complementary infinitives going with koiperunt. Okay, so that is all we've got for today. Tomorrow we'll keep trucking on to 533. Okay, so if you can translate that one and then just take a picture of your work, upload it to LMS like you've already done with the others, that would be fantastic. And John, just a reminder, with your AP test coming up, make sure you're focusing on units 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay, as you're reviewing. So just make sure you spend extra time on those. I'm sure you're going to do awesome. And yeah, I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I love you guys. Talk to you later.